What's going on, guys? Gomes here back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Boy, did we get a bombshell. I think it was last night on Twitter, or it might have been this morning. MLB The Show Tips over on Twitter did tweet out 6, not 5, but 6 brand new Signature Series player items to be released this week. See if you can figure this one out by today's clues. Clue number 1. This current player debuted in Diamond Dynasty's first year with flashbacks. MLB The Show 16 out. At first, a lot of people saw that, and they saw it debuted in MLB The Show 16. Everybody thought Reggie Stocker because he first came out in MLB The Show 16. But after further investigating, it says current player, so it's guys currently in the league. And today, I'm going to go over, I wanted to do another most wanted signature list, and I can kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So this is going to be like kind of half most wanted, half also predictions, because one can only assume 6 brand new signatures coming. I assume that means the Signature Series Guaranteed Pack is going to be coming back into the game on, I think Thursday is the content drop. If you guys go over and look at the calendar, new legend and content. So it looks like we're getting a new legend alongside there as well. I'm not going to predict a new legend just because that's, you know, picking a needle out of a haystack. It's really impossible to do that. Maybe it's Vladimir Ramirez like we talked about. We can hope. But without further ado, let's get right into this. First, I just want to say I am 1000% confident that the player they're talking about is Aaron Judge. They mentioned guys that debuted in 2016. Aaron Judge, of course, was a rookie in 2017 because he didn't get enough at-bats in MLB 16. And it's actually funny because he was like a common player, I believe, in MLB 16 when he's first coming up with the Yankees, but he did fit that criteria. And of guys that debuted in 16, I think Bregman debuted there, but obviously he's not really deserving of a signature card because he's never had a year quite like Aaron Judge. But it is still kind of weird because usually I think signatures are, it's weird because Judge is obviously still in his prime, but looking at his 2017 statistics, he hit 284 batting average, 627 slug, 1,049 OPS, 52 home runs, 27 other extra base hits, 127 walks, and 208 strikeouts. You guys know he definitely struck out quite a bit in that first year, but he still, you know, performed really well in 2017. Looking at what his card might look like, I don't think they're going to have his defense be this good because I don't think he was as good a defender then as he was now. Maybe they're going to decrease that, but his hitting stats are going to be really good. This Aaron Judge is going to be very solid. He's going to have low vision though, so if you're playing on like legend difficulty, if you're in the World Series division, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but if you're playing on All-Star, I think this card is going to match. It's going to be really good. And even on Hall of Fame, if you guys are good at squaring up balls, good with your PCI, I think you're still really going to like him. He's going to have so much power. You're probably not going to need to power swing that much to even decrease your PCI even more. So I think that Aaron Judge is going to be nice to see. And like I said, I am very confident that is the guy that they're talking about right there. Current player that debuted in 16 that's deserving of a signature card. Aaron Judge definitely fits that criteria. Going on to the next one, we're going to predict all 6 cards, and I'm going to say Aaron Judge is probably going to be in the medium tier. You guys know with the signature pack, you have the base tier, which you're guaranteed, the middle tier, and then the rare tier. Base is guaranteed 1 of 1 odds, mid tier is 1 of 4, and then rare is 1 of 10. So I think Aaron Judge probably fits in that mid tier if I do say so myself. And then going on to the next one, I think Vlad is probably going to get one. And I quickly want to say, I'm not going to say Griffey, I'm not going to say Babe Ruth, just because I think guys like that, it seems they're clearly going to save those for future inning programs. They want to put those really all-time special guys within the inning programs, and Vlad's already gotten a card in the second inning program, so it would make no sense if they have a 94 Vlad in the second inning and they're like, okay, let's make a 99 Vlad in another inning program. That does not make any sense. I'll say Vlad is going to get his card now. Of course, Vladimir Guerrero with the Expos is one of the best, you know, guys we've seen. He had really insane years. This is from the year 2000. He hit 345, 664 slugging percentage, 1,074 OPS, 44 home runs, 39 other extra base hits, and 9 stolen bases. Now, just a couple years later in 2002, he stole 40 bases. So I still think he'll probably have around 80 speed. And then, of course, he's going to have an absolute cannon. I think they'll probably move his defense up from this as well. This is when he was 2000. This is 2004 when he was 29 years old. I hope he'll have at least above 70 fielding. That is what I'm hoping for. Now, I'm not exactly sure for these signature cards if they're based on 1 year. Some people have said they're based on 2 or 3 years. I'm not really too sure. All I know is it's not a whole career base like the Immortals. So if you guys are more knowledgeable about that, I think it's probably 1, maybe it's 3 years, but I'm not too sure about that. But nonetheless, Vladimir Guerrero, always a fan favorite, does everything, hits for contact, literally hits everything, a lot of vision on his cards as always. Hits for power, has a good arm, usually pretty good defensively, and then good speed of course too. So Vladimir Guerrero, obviously 99 overall, he would definitely be in the rare category of the signature guaranteed pack. On to the next one, we are going to be looking at a starting pitcher. This one is a little bit weird because technically this is his best year he's ever played. Kerry Wood in 1998. This is the best year that he's had, but you can't tell me Kerry Wood does not deserve a signature card if you're going to give one to Alex Gordon and Adam Jones. That's just how it is. At this point, you can give pretty much anybody a signature card, and that's no knock whatsoever to Alex Gordon or Adam Jones. I'm just saying giving Adam Jones a 96 overall, it really opens doors for a lot of other guys. So Kerry Wood in 1998, 3.4 ERA. They don't really count ERA for cards though, except for maybe pitch clutch. Otherwise, ERA doesn't really factor into much there at all. But 233 strikeouts in 166 innings pitched. That is insane. He honestly should have more so 125 K9. One of the best strikeout pitchers that we really seen in the game before. 196 opponent batting average, so that hit 9 is going to increase in my opinion. 1.2 whip. Then he walked 85 batters. We know he definitely walked batters, but that came as a price with throwing so hard and striking out so many batters. You are going to walk some guys. I think they're probably going to max out his four-seam velocity to, you know, over 100 miles per hour, I would think, and probably move his walks per night. I could see them moving it to like 50. I mean, this is about a walk every 2 innings pitched, which is not good, but it is better than a 34 in my opinion. So I'll say Kerry Wood. There's not going to give him a 99 or anything, but I'll say probably like a base tier, like a 96, 97 overall Diamond Signature Series card. This next one I am very excited about. I think we're going to see it eventually. Hopefully it is right here. That's Jorge Posada. Of course, switch hitting catchers. I love switch hitters. You guys know I like lefties. I like switch hitters even more because they're so versatile. And, you know, it doesn't matter who you bring in. I'm always going to bat from the advantage. So Jorge Posada in 2007 was his best year in my opinion. He hit 338, 543 slug, 970 OPS, 20 home runs, and 42 doubles. So not a whole lot of home runs, but he did get a lot of extra base hits, and that really factors in. They more so look at slug, I think, in order to determine power. So, you know, 543 slug for Jorge Posada. He's not going to have like 125 power both ways, but he'll probably have at least 90 powers both ways and above 100 contact both ways, in my opinion. This is from 2003. You guys know his defense, I don't think, got better as time went on in his career, so he's not going to be great defensively. That's the thing, and he's not going to be fast, but pure hitting wise for a catcher, Jorge Posada is clearly the best switch hitting catcher that we've ever seen, and I think he'll be a very good hitting catcher, kind of like Yasmani Grandal, very slow. But Jorge Posada is definitely going to more than make up for that with his pure hitting stats. So I think there's a good chance that we get Posada out of 6 cards. I think a catcher is probably going to be coming. This one I talked about before, but you guys know I just really want to see this card. That is Hanley Ramirez over here. He has a 82 overall flashback card right now. His best year, in my opinion, you can debate whether or not it's his Dodgers time or the Marlins. In his Dodgers season, he only batted like 300, a little more than 300 times, and obviously he got kind of slower. That's where we started getting pudgier Hanley, what I like to call him, Christmas ham ram. But Hanley Ramirez in 2009, he had 342, 543 slug, 954 OPS, 24 home runs, 42 doubles, and 27 stolen bases. Of course, Hanley was never a great defender, but I think they could give him 70 plus fielding. To give him that silver at shortstop is good enough, in my opinion. He's probably still going to have like 90 speed, good contact, good power. I think usually it is his power versus lefties that is not high. I think it's usually like in the 60s. which, considering that is supposed to be his good side, is not great to see, but he's going to be really fast. I like fast shortstops. I like guys like Jose Reyes, and he's going to have good contact, and I think contact speed guys are really the move in MLB The Show this year, in my opinion, because you guys know so many bloop hits happen, get them on base, and then go and have them run. That's why Ichiro is so successful. That's why Kenny Lofton is so successful. So Hanley Ramirez, once again, a homer pick, but I would love to see it. And then finally, I think we are definitely going to see one reliever in here, and I think it's going to be another top tier. By the way, Jorge Posada, I said, is the mid tier, and Hanley Ramirez is the base tier. I forgot to say that, but clearly Craig Kimbrell is one of the best closers that we've seen pretty much ever. He's had some of the best single seasons, some of the best stretches that we've ever seen throughout baseball. Just look at his 2012 statistics: 1.01 ERA, 42 saves. The Braves were not as good at that point, so obviously you have to win games in order to get saves, so that makes sense. 116 strikeouts and 16.2 innings pitched, 3 home runs, 0.65 whip, 126 opponent batting average. This is a 99 overall closer, top tier. The bad thing is he doesn't usually have the greatest pitches, but his per nines are going to be special. He's going to probably get close to throwing 100 miles per hour. I think this card can still be good based off his per nines alone, but his pitch repertoire, I think these were the pitches he still threw back then, or it might have been a 4-seam, a 2-seam, and a knuckle curve. I think that used to be his pitch repertoire before before last year. I could be wrong on that. Let me know if I am. But his pitches are not great. That's the one bad thing about it. If he has 99 break or so on that 2-seamer, it could be a lot better, but 2-seamers, you guys know, unless you're throwing righty is not a really good pitch to throw, and if you hang it, it is very easy to hit. It really becomes flat if you do hang it right down the middle, so that's the bad thing about it. But nonetheless, I think Craig Kimbrell obviously deserves a 99 overall card, and he would be in that top tier alongside Vlad. So in summary, we're getting six brand new Signature Series cards, I believe, on Thursday as the content drop. Aaron Judge, I'm pretty much going to guarantee that's going to happen because he's the only guy that really fits that criteria of that clue. The top tier, I think we might get a Vlad and a Craig Kimbrell. The base tier, or the mid tier, an Aaron Judge and a Jorge Posada, 2 Yankees. And then at the base tier, a Kerry Wood and a Hanley Ramirez. Of course, that could be wrong. There's so many guys that could get Signature Series cards. Once again, it's kind of like pulling a needle out of a haystack, but let me know down below in the comments section who you guys think we will see on Thursday. What Signature Series cards are you hopeful for? Who would make your team? And what are you hoping for? Who do you think that new legend is going to be? Very excited for the Thursday content drop. If you guys are as well, make sure to leave a like down below. Hope you guys have a great day. There goes some Saudi.